Today I'm going to show you 5 tips to make your art look better instantly. Hello everyone, welcome back to Little Stranger channel. And I'm sure you all heard it before that in order to improve your art, you got to put in the hours and hours of practice. And you got to do your research, you got to read books about art fundamental. And those are all true. But what if you have a project that you need to get done today and you just don't have all that time to practice, to do your research? Well, I'm going to show you how. So here I have a very basic painting, nothing fancy about it. So tip number 1 is adding more texture and color to your painting. And I'll show you how. So you see the sky is blue. I'm going to use a texture brush and add a slightly darker blue to the sky. I will add some white and some purple as well. We then repeat the same step for all of the objects in the painting. The trees, the grass, the road, and the house as well. Now, choosing what kind of texture brush is absolutely up to you. It's personal reference. If you have some custom texture brush, consider using it as well. For this painting, I use one of the default texture brush for the sky, but I switched to a custom brush for the texture of the trees. Right now, I'm just picking different shades of green to paint the trees. Keep adding textures and colors to them. Don't forget about the grass and the road as well. Also, you don't have to stick to one texture brush. Try multiple brushes, experiment them. The result may surprise you. Next, I'm moving on to the house, but this time, I will turn the brush opacity to about 50% because the goal here is to add texture to the house, not letting the texture take over what I already have for the house. So tip number 2 is adding details to your painting. So if you draw in a person, think about maybe adding a freckle on their face. Maybe is that a tattoo that they have? Maybe that's an earring that they have. So for this landscape painting, I'm going to add some grass, maybe some flowers in the foreground, maybe some tree branches, maybe even little birds in the background. They said the devil are in the detail. So I'm gonna add some grass in front of the house and tiny little yellow flowers. Maybe the owner of this house like planting flowers, just like me. Add in some white flowers here and there. If you are curious what brush I'm using, it is ink brush, one of the default brushes. I'm gonna add even more flowers on the ground, some yellow and some pink. I like to add some birdies in the distance and some cloud as well. You see, these little details are very simple and easy to add, but it makes your painting a lot more interesting. Tip number 3 is adding shadow. To add shadow, we create a separate layer with blend mode to multiply. And I'm gonna add shadow for the roof and the house to the dark brown color for the shadow. And we'll do the same for the trees, but with a dark green color. Next on the list is adding highlights. So on a separate layer, set blend mode to overlay. I choose a bright yellow for the highlight. In this one, I use a custom brush to paint the highlight, but you can do it with a round brush or a texture brush of your choice. Last but not least, tip number 5 is using the adjustment tools. I mean, it's come with the program, use it. And honestly, even though it's such a no-brainer to me now, at the beginning of my digital art journey, I didn't use it at all. And then one day, when I use it, I realized I've been missing out. It makes such a difference to my painting. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's all up to you how you want your painting to look. For this one, I increased the brightness and saturation just a little bit. And here is before adjustment and after. Are you ready for it? Here is our before and after we applied the 5 tips. So I hope those 5 tips help you. Try it out and let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button because it's really helped my channel. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.